What's up guys, it's Unscripted Tech here, and we're talking about what may be the best value phone of early 2018. So, since I'm a new channel, I don't have one of those fancy intro clips, so we're just going right into the video. So, if you haven't guessed it already, this is a LeEco Le Max 2. And so this phone was from late 2016, but now it costs you only $155. Now you may think that's not an easy amount of money to just pop on a phone, but here are some specs that will make you possibly think otherwise. So this phone here has a Snapdragon 820, which yes was from a few years ago, but it is still a really fast processor. It still works great. And also, this screen here is 5.7 inches, and I know the big screen thing is big right now. And aside from it just being this big, it also is a 2K screen with a pixel density of 531 ppi. So things look so sharp on this display. It's crazy. No, it's not AMOLED, but it is still a very good panel. Also, on the camera side, we've got this one small camera here, and it's just an 8 megapixel shooter. So it's not bad. It's not bad. And I mean, it takes decent selfies. I'm not much of a selfie person, but it takes decent pictures with the front camera. Now, on the back side of this, we have this. And yes, it's a single camera. I know most phones now have dual cameras, but this single camera here is 21 megapixels. 21. That's, more than my DSLR that's over there in the corner. So, and when I went on a vacation earlier this year, the photos off of this phone were better than those off the DSLR. So, that made me, I don't know how I felt about that, to be honest. But now let's move on to what it can do. Let me pull up Geekbench. Alright, here we are with the completed Geekbench score here. We have a 1,722 single core and a 4,175 multi-core. And now, this phone is not brand new. I've been using it for about a year now. So, for it to still get numbers this good is pretty great. And if you're into all this and know how to read it, there's all of that. Now, here is it compared to these other similar devices that were released about the same time. So if you look at this, it's almost the same as an S7, and it is almost the same as well as a Note 7. So that is crazy because those phones were way more expensive than this. $150 for this, and you'd be spending $400 for one of these. It's crazy. So there is the Geekbench score. Now, to show you how nice that screen on this is, here's a picture I took on my vacation earlier this year. Look at this. It is amazing. And this is only on half brightness. Now, if you like a pure stock Android experience, this isn't really for you. I mean, you can use a launcher or download your own ROM, but here, when we go to our multitasking, we have all of this stuff. It's kind of an Apple-ish way, old Apple-ish way, not iOS 11, but you've got all of these here on the sides, all of these things. Now, if you have it in portrait mode, and we go in there, then it looks a little more Apple-ish. We've got all of these, you've got your music, all of that stuff. Now, the speakers on this are semi-loud. They're not bad. but they're also not great. So see, it's decent quality. Not great, not terrible. But, I mean, I can listen to them if I really don't have anything else. I don't have my headphones, I don't have any of that. Then it's fine to listen to. Now, let's show you the build of this phone. So when the screen is off, it looks, at least on the sides, pretty bezel-less. But it is kind of a sham. When you pop the screen on, you've got these bezels here that are probably about 2 millimeters, maybe 3 millimeters, maybe in between, on all these sides of the screen here. Top, bottom, sides, it's all over. So when the phone is shut off, it looks great. It looks like the screen is going all the way to the edges here, when it's really not. And if that bugs you, maybe this isn't for you. But there are so many other strengths that it's probably worth it. So, also, one kind of nice, interesting thing that it does is when you swipe to unlock, and you do your pattern and all that crap, it will help you do it with one hand. But if you swipe on this side, it'll push it towards this side of the screen. But if you swipe in the middle, put it in the center. If you swipe on this side, it'll put it on that side of the screen. So that's just a nice little touch that I noticed. I don't know if that's on everything, but it's pretty nice. Now, we got the camera here, and as you can see, I'm about 3 inches away, 2 inches, 3 inches away from the table here, and it can still focus pretty well on it. Now, one cool thing about the camera is you have all these settings. So on the camera you get all these settings. It's pretty great. You got your HDR, of course, and all these. And you go into here, you got your ISO, contrasting, exposures, all sorts of stuff. You can change your picture size and all sorts of stuff. So it's pretty great. Also, the flash light on here is pretty nice. It has the two-tone thing on it, so it gives you more of a warm light. Another cool feature is it can be a remote. It has an IR blaster here on the top, so I can turn on my TV, can do all that stuff just from this. It's pretty awesome. And let me remind you, this is $150. It's crazy. I'll even prove it for you. Let me Google here. So right here, here's one from Geek Buying. Look at that, $156. Close enough, right? So there you go. If you're looking for a pretty cheap but very well-rounded phone, that should be in your considerations. Alright, I'm out.